Let's talk about heat and temperature. Before going to the definition of heat, we have to know about internal energy. So, what is internal energy? The energy of the system, basically, internal energy of the system is the sum of the kinetic and potential energies of the atoms and molecules making up the system. So, mainly in case of solid or liquid or gas, so there is a energy inside the object, basically due to atoms and molecules. So these energies are different types of energies. So in case of kinetic energy and potential energy, so combination of these two is called the internal energy. Now let's talk about the heat. So heat is a one kind of energy which is basically transfer from one object to another object due to temperature difference between them. Okay, so the unit of the heat is calorie and the SI unit is joule. The relation between the calorie and joule is 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule or 4.2 joule, and one calorie is equal to one, mainly one, not 1 calorie, 1 kilocalorie is equal to 10 to the power 3 calorie is equal to 4186 joule. So the basically heat is one kind of energy and the unit of the heat is joule or calorie. Now let's see the temperature scale. So the thing is that what is temperature mainly? So basically temperature is the outcome of the heat. If we applied some heat, so there is an outcome which is called temperature. Okay, so due to this temperature we can see how cold or how basically how heat or an object is made. So the relation between the temperature scale, so there are three types of scale. First one is Celsius scale, second one is Fahrenheit scale, and last one is Kelvin scale. So Celsius scale is defined by C, Fahrenheit is F, and Kelvin scale is K, defined by K. Then the relation between these three scale are, so C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9 is equal to K minus 273 divided by 5. So by using this equation, you can convert a temperature from one scale to another scale. Say if Celsius scale is given, say 20 degrees Celsius, then you can convert it into Fahrenheit or Kelvin by using this equation. Okay, so here is also mainly three different scale or three different thermometer is shown in this figure. Okay, so in Celsius scale, ice point is 0 degree, in Fahrenheit 32, and in Kelvin scale 273. Okay, so these are the basically relation between the temperature scale. Now, what is the distinct difference between mainly heat and temperature? Okay, so heat is energy that flows from one object to another when there is a difference in temperature between the objects, and temperature is the quantity that indicates whether or not and in which direction it will flow. Objects at the same temperature are in thermal equilibrium and no heat will flow from one to the other. So basically heat is one kind of energy. Due to applied of this energy, there is a change in something throughout the object, which is called temperature. This is describe how cold or how hot an object is made. Okay, now let's talk about the heat capacity and specific heat capacity. So first one, if we applied some heat, there will be change in temperature. So if we applied T amount of, if we applied Q amount of energy, heat energy mainly, to an object, and due to this applied energy, there is a change in temperature. So this change in temperature is del T, which is increase or decrease in temperature mainly. So mainly del T is change in temperature. Then the constant of proportionality is called the heat capacity. And another way we can say that the temperature, the heat required to increase 1 degree centigrade or mainly 1 unit of temperature of an object is called the heat capacity. So if Q is the required heat to increase temperature del T, then we can say del T temperature increase by applied heat Q, then 1 degree or 1 unit temperature increase by the applied heat is Q by del T. So this Q by del T is called the heat capacity and it's denoted by C. So C is equal to Q by del T. So this is basically required heat to increase 1 unit of temperature. Then specific heat capacity. So in case of specific heat capacity, mainly here the thing is mass is mainly important here. So in previous case, in heat capacity, mass is not important or mass is not considered. But in case of specific heat capacity, the required heat to increase 1 degree or 1 unit temperature of an object per unit mass is called the specific heat, or you can say heat capacity per unit mass is called specific heat. So specific heat is basically denoted by S. So here is denoted by small c. So C is equal to capital C by M is equal to Q by M del T. So heat energy, amount of heat energy required to increase 1 degree unit temperature, 1 unit temperature of 1 kg object is called specific heat. So basically a specific heat of an object is always constant. So in case of ice or in case of liquid or in case of vapor, specific heat is constant. Now here is two problems. First one is calculate the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of a metal block with a heat capacity of 23.1 degrees centigrade by 30 degrees centigrade. Okay. And second one, an electrical heater supplies 500 joule of heat energy to a copper cylinder of mass 32.4 gram. Find the increasing temperature of the cylinder. Here specific heat capacity of copper is 385 joule per kg per degree centigrade. So here you can easily find out this you can easily solve these two problems by using these equations. First one is heat capacity C equal to Q by del T, and second one is specific heat capacity by using S equal to Q by M del T. Another thing is that here phase transition. So if we applied some heat, sometimes there is no change in temperature, but there is change in state mainly. So a phase transition occurs whenever a material is changed from one phase, such as the solid phase to another, such as the liquid phase. So first one is latent heat. The heat required per unit mass of substance to produce a phase change is called the latent heat. So latent heat is important due to phase change. So from change from solid to liquid or liquid to gas without changing the temperature. Now the definition of latent heat, according to the definition of the latent heat, Q is equal to ml. Then we can say here a latent heat L is equal to Q by M, and the required heat or energy Q is equal to ml. The heat per unit mass for the solid liquid phase transition is called the latent heat of fusion. For the liquid gas phase transition in either direction or gas to liquid or liquid to gas, the heat per unit mass is called the latent heat of vaporization. Here is also same thing mainly. The specific latent heat of fusion, which is denoted by L, or vaporization or sublimation of a substance, is defined as the energy required to cause unit mass of the substance to change from solid to liquid or liquid to vapor or solid to vapor without temperature change, and the unit is joule per kg. That the value of L depends on the temperature, basically also depends on pressure at which it it is measured. It follows that the heat del Q or Q is must be added to change the phase of a mass m of substance is given by del Q is equal to ml. Now here is three problems related to this latent heat. So calculate the heat required to melt 200 gram of ice at 0 degrees centigrade. So specific latent heat of ice is 3.4 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. Second one, calculate the heat required to turn 500 gram of ice at 0 degrees centigrade water at 100 degrees centigrade water mainly. So here you have to apply both of the first one and second one. Mainly in first case, mainly 0 degrees centigrade water convert into mainly 0 degrees centigrade ice convert into 0 degrees centigrade water. So this in this case you have to use latent heat, and second case 0 degrees centigrade water convert into 100 degrees centigrade water. In this case you have to consider specific heat capacity. Okay, so the specific latent heat and specific heat capacity of water and ice are given here. Okay, and last one, calculate the heat given out when 600 gram of stream at 100 degrees centigrade condenses to water at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, so here is that that's different thing. Here heat is released mainly. So specific latent heat and also specific heat capacity is given. So you can easily solve this